Welcome to the enigmatic frontier where humanity transcends its biological limitations. I'm Dr. Professor, and today we venture into the fascinating realm of sensory enhancement technologies, where the boundaries between human and superhuman begin to blur. Imagine perceiving the world through an entirely new lens, detecting magnetic fields that silently shape our planet, seeing infrared radiation that reveals the hidden thermal landscape, or sensing ultrasonic frequencies that have always existed beyond our auditory grasp. This isn't science fiction. This is the perplexing reality of human sensory enhancement. For millennia, we've accepted the 5 traditional senses as the definitive windows to our reality. But what if I told you these windows could be widened, or entirely new ones could be carved into our perceptual walls? Today, we'll explore the captivating technologies that are redefining what it means to sense the world around us. From current medical miracles to baffling experimental innovations that challenge our very understanding of human experience. Let's begin by acknowledging our sensory limitations. Our eyes perceive only a narrow band of electromagnetic radiation, what we call visible light. Our ears detect sound waves between roughly 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz, a mere fraction of the acoustic spectrum. Our sense of smell, while capable of distinguishing thousands of odors, pales in comparison to that of a dog, which can detect some scents at concentrations 100 million times lower than what we can perceive. Nature has evolved remarkable sensory capabilities across the animal kingdom that make our perceptual abilities seem almost primitive by comparison. Throughout history, we've created tools to extend our sensory reach. From the first crude magnifying glasses to electron microscopes that reveal the atomic world, from ear trumpets to sophisticated hearing aids. But modern technology is taking us beyond mere amplification into the realm of true sensory enhancement and expansion. As we stand at this crossroads of human evolution and technological innovation, we're witnessing the dawn of an era where our biological senses can be not just restored, but fundamentally transformed. Vision enhancement represents perhaps the most advanced frontier in sensory augmentation. For those with severe vision impairment, bionic eyes and retinal implants offer glimpses of light where darkness once reigned. The Argus II system, for instance, bypasses damaged photoreceptors and stimulates remaining retinal cells, creating patterns of light that the brain learns to interpret. But enhancing vision goes beyond restoring what was lost. Augmented reality systems can overlay digital information onto our visual field, expanding our awareness of the world in ways previously unimaginable. For the colorblind, enchanting technologies like Enchroma glasses selectively filter wavelengths of light, allowing wearers to distinguish colors they could never before perceive. The reactions of people seeing purple, red, or green for the first time are nothing short of magical. Meanwhile, military and security applications have pushed the boundaries of night vision technologies. The latest generation of devices doesn't merely amplify existing light, but can detect thermal radiation, allowing users to see heat signatures in complete darkness. The mysterious ability of snakes to sense infrared radiation is now within human grasp. The future of vision enhancement grows even more bewildering. Researchers are developing contact lenses with built-in displays that could project information directly onto the retina. Others are exploring ways to expand our visible spectrum into ultraviolet or infrared ranges through genetic modifications or neural implants. Imagine seeing the ultraviolet patterns on flowers that guide bees to nectar, or detecting the infrared signatures that reveal a person's emotional state through subtle changes in facial blood flow. These perceptions, once exclusive to other species, may soon be accessible to enhanced humans. Our auditory landscape stands equally poised for transformation. Modern cochlear implants already restore hearing by bypassing damaged portions of the ear and directly stimulating the auditory nerve. But newer devices are beginning to exceed normal human capabilities. Directional microphone systems can filter out background noise and focus on specific sound sources, allowing wearers to hold conversations in crowded rooms with supernatural clarity. Frequency transposition technologies can shift ultrasonic or infrasonic sounds into our audible range, opening entirely new dimensions of acoustic awareness. The thought-provoking potential of bone conduction technologies offers yet another avenue for auditory enhancement. By transmitting sound through the bones of the skull directly to the inner ear, these systems can provide auditory input without blocking the ear canal, effectively giving users an additional channel for receiving sound information. Perhaps most intriguing are developments in neural interfaces that could someday allow direct stimulation of the auditory cortex, bypassing the ear entirely. Such technology might not only restore hearing, but potentially allow perception of sound frequencies far beyond normal human range. Imagine hearing the ultrasonic calls of bats or the infrasonic rumblings of elephants communicating over miles. Our chemical senses, taste and smell, along with our tactile sense, are experiencing their own revolutionary advancements. Electronic noses can already detect volatile compounds with greater sensitivity than human olfaction, identifying diseases through breath analysis or detecting dangerous substances in the environment. Haptic feedback systems create compelling illusions of touch, allowing surgeons to feel tissues during remote robotic surgery or enabling virtual reality users to experience texture and resistance in digital environments. The development of artificial skin with embedded sensors promises touch sensitivity that could exceed human capabilities. These flexible electronic systems can detect minute changes in pressure, temperature, and even chemical composition, potentially allowing wearers to feel toxic substances or identify materials through touch alone. In the realm of taste, electrical and thermal stimulation of the tongue can create flavor perceptions without actual food, opening possibilities for enhanced gustatory experiences or dietary interventions. Imagine tasting sweetness without sugar or experiencing novel flavor combinations impossible in natural foods. Some of the most baffling innovations involve sensory substitution, translating information normally received through one sense into a form that can be interpreted by another. The brain port system, for instance, converts visual information from a camera into patterns of electrical stimulation on the tongue, allowing blind users to see with their taste buds. After training, the brain adapts to interpret these signals as visual information, demonstrating the remarkable plasticity of our sensory systems. Similarly, vibrotactile vests can convert sound into patterns of vibration on the skin, allowing deaf individuals to hear through touch. The brain's ability to adapt to these novel inputs suggests that our perception is far more malleable than previously thought. Perhaps most perplexing is the creation of entirely new senses, perceptual abilities, with no biological human equivalent. The North Sense device, worn against the skin, vibrates whenever facing magnetic north, giving users an instinctive sense of orientation similar to that of migratory birds. After weeks of use, wearers report this information begins to feel like an innate sense rather than a technological add-on. More invasive approaches include implantable magnets in fingertips that allow users to physically feel magnetic fields, sensing the invisible emanations from power cables or electronic devices. These pioneering biohackers report developing an intuitive awareness of electromagnetic phenomena that most humans never perceive. Human echolocation training has enabled some blind individuals to navigate by producing clicking sounds and interpreting the echoes, similar to how bats perceive their environment. When combined with wearable technology that enhances these echoes or translates them into tactile feedback, this ability can be significantly amplified. Perhaps most enchanting is the potential to sense data streams directly, creating a perceptual interface between human consciousness and the digital world. Imagine feeling the stock market's fluctuations, tasting weather patterns, or hearing social media trends translated into sensory experiences the brain can interpret intuitively. As we enhance and expand human sensory capabilities, profound ethical questions emerge. Who will have access to these technologies? Will sensory enhancement create new forms of inequality between the enhanced and unenhanced? How will privacy function in a world where some individuals can see through walls with thermal imaging or hear conversations from impossible distances? The regulatory frameworks for these technologies remain largely undeveloped, raising concerns about their potential misuse or unintended consequences. As these enhancements become more integrated with our nervous systems, questions of security, autonomy, and identity take on new dimensions. As we conclude our journey through this captivating landscape of sensory enhancement, we stand at the threshold of a transformation in human experience. The boundaries between technology and biology continue to dissolve, offering glimpses of a future where our perceptual world expands in directions we can barely imagine. The philosophical implications are as profound as the technological ones. What does it mean to be human when our fundamental ways of experiencing reality can be technologically expanded? How will our concept of shared reality evolve when different people might literally perceive different worlds? As we enhance our ability to sense the world around us, we may find that the most extraordinary discovery isn't what we perceive, but who we become in the process. Thank you for joining me on this thought-provoking exploration of the future of human perception.